I could take into a match. I could take a camera, an EMF reader, and a photo camera, and I could tell you what the ghost is. That without missing a beat. Oh my God, do it? I'll do it. You think I won't do it? I'll do it. Chat. I'll do it. Hey, what's going on YouTube? The Bearded Baron here, bringing you guys another Phasmophobia video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the tier list for the most useful and the most useless items in Phasmophobia. If you like this kind of video, please give it a like, share it with a friend. If you're new here, please consider subscribing as well. But without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so the rules here are simple, chat. All we're going to do is we're going to go down the line and we're going to see what you guys are thinking is the best and worst items in Phas. First one that we got up here is lighters. Okay, I think that lighters pretty useful, right? You thinking A? I don't think that it's an S tier. I mean, S tier is like you need it every time. You don't need it every time, right? It does help you to light smudges. You can't light them without them. But then if you never have the ghost hunt, you never have to worry about it. I'm thinking B. It's situational, right? I feel like B is like it's good in a situation, but that's it. I thought red was bad. No. S tier is good. All right, what about crucifixes? I feel like crucifixes are also in the B category. I mean, they are great, but are they as good as a smudge? That's what I'm saying. They are good, but only in a situation that you would need them, right? So like they do prevent a hunt. They do keep you from dying. So I guess they would be better because we're trying to, you're comparing it to lighter, right? And lighters won't keep you alive by themselves. Crucifixes will. I feel like crucifixes are probably pretty good. All right, what about UV lights? I'm going to say UV lights are probably an A. I'm going to say S tier or A tier. D? You're saying D tier? Why are you saying D tier? Smudges can't be S without the lighter? I mean, that's fair. B can get it with a camera too. That's true. You can get fingerprints and footprints without a UV light, right? So, I mean, like maybe it is situational. It does give you a piece of evidence though. Right, but you can get it with a photo camera. What about glow sticks? I'm gonna put glow sticks down at like D tier, just because like they do give you a piece of evidence, but they will fade over time, right? The UV lights stay the same throughout the entire time. Again, you can get them both with the camera as well. Glow stick is better than a UV flashlight. Stan. Come on now. You can use the glow sticks in a rave. If there was a rave there, Zerzek. The United States doesn't do a whole lot of raves. Oh, that's a parabolic mic. Parabolic mic. I'm gonna put parabolic mic at like a C. Good for banshees. I mean, they are good for banshees. It helps you to identify a banshee, right? And for secondary objectives and for finding the ghost room. So like maybe B tier. Think of B. I mean C or B. I mean, because technically speaking, you could figure out banshees in other ways. You could find the ghost room in other ways. Yeah, I'm going to go with a C. All right, motion sensors. I'm going to just put that as a hard D on that one. Motion sensors just suck. They don't really tell you a whole lot. It's very situational for when you would ever really need them. They're more so of a waste of anything else. I think insult's kind of in the B tier. Thinking B or C. I mean, they do give you photos, right? So you can get a ton of photos with them. And then not only that, but then you could also get, you can figure out if it's a wraith or not. So like it does help. I'm thinking about there. Tripods? I'm thinking tripods. We put it at just a straight S tier for the tripods. You guys are saying D? You guys, you think D? Yeah, D probably, you know, because like you don't need them. You know, they are nice to have, but you certainly don't need them. I think sound sensors kind of also fall in the same category there, right? Like they're nice to have, but you certainly don't need them. I would say most of the matches I never even pick up. I mean, I'll pick up one tripod, but most of the time I won't even use glow sticks or sound sensors. Sanity pills. I'm going to say sanity pills, definitely on the S tier. Definitely are needed. It's good to have them. You know, sanity pills are D? Why would you say sanity pills are D? Make a 6 tier below D and name it F and then put the bad flashlight there. It's not even worthy of the D tier? Wow. I mean, like, it does serve a function. I'd put it at, like, C. Because it's better to have a flashlight than no flashlight. So you guys are saying D. D tier then. Okay, fine. I'd rather use a lighter than that flashlight. Wow. All right, what about the strong flashlight then? Right? What are we putting that as? Right? A tier? It's not an S. That's not an S. Strong flashlight is an S? Oh. Sheesh. I think you guys are giving way too much stock to the good flashlight. What about the head-mounted cameras? I'm going to say that those probably also end up in the D tier. I'm going to say, like, if you're with a group, I think, okay, it's situational. So, like, maybe like a C. I'd give it like a C. Nah, strong, solid A? See, I think it's situational. It's dependent upon what, it's dependent upon if you're with a group or not. If you're with a group, it can be useful. If not, you know, then, like, they're useless. And you would never use them. I would say C. I'd say C. All right, photo cameras. I'm going to say photo cameras probably S tier, right? You get secondary objectives with it. You can get fingerprints with it. You can get orbs with it. You can get the ghost photo, right? All of that kind of stuff. I think that's a solid one. I think the EMF reader is the same. I think that's also that it's S tier, right? I think the only thing that's D tier on the cameras is the fact that it only has 5 photos in it. Strong flashlight is a B? You think it's situational at best? I don't know. What about candles? You guys are saying A tier for candles? Candles are good for larger maps. We can get secondary objectives from it. You can figure out certain ghosts from it. It does keep your sanity from dropping if you have a lit candle in your hand. So, like, I feel like that would kind of be on the same category of, like, you know, extending hunts with crucifix and stuff. Most maps already have candles. Ooh, good point, Shay. That's a good point. So maybe it'd be like a B tier then. It'd be a little bit of both, right? Now, I will say this, that the candles that you have in the van last longer than candles that are in the house. It has to be on B since the lighters are on B. What about the spear box? Spear box, I feel is like an A tier, right? Because you can figure out certain ghosts from it. You can figure out like a Diogen on it. You know, it gives you a solid piece of evidence that you can't get in any other way. So, like, those are all good. Ghost writing. I feel like ghost writing is the same. I feel like it's also an A. Depends on if it's working. Well, that's on the computer program. That's not necessarily on the game itself. I feel like dots, ghost writing, and spear box are all on A's. Like, they're great because they give you pieces of evidence, but that's all they give you is pieces of evidence. All right, what about smudge sticks? Right, this one's going to be controversial for you guys because some of you are going to be like, oh, no, it's B tier because it's B because the lighters are on B, right? A? I mean, this does save your life, right? It does save your life, and it does save it if the crucifix fails. I'm going to put it up at S tier. Yeah, it saves your bacon. Saves the perfect game. This is true. Lighter has to be S. I mean, lighter doesn't have to be S, right? The lighter could still suck by comparison. Like, you could say, well, the camera is a B tier if you didn't have the journal to go along with it, right? To verify what you got as a photo. You know what I mean? So, let's see here. The thermometers, right? I'm gonna put those down there at D tier. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I'll never use them. I never grab them. Never have them on there for anything else. You guys are saying C? You can figure out if it's freezing temps with your breath. All right, last one here we got is video camera. Right? Do we put video camera? I'm going to say video camera. I'm going to say it's S tier. I'm going to say video camera is S tier, and here's why I think that it's S tier. You can find dots with it, right? You can see everything from the safety of the van. So that's first, right? So you're outside, you're safe. Secondly, you can get orbs on it. You can get dots on it. You can tell if the ghost is hunting from it. You can see freezing temps even when your friends don't see freezing temps, perhaps. You can see Goryo dots even if your friends don't see Goryo dots. You can see in the dark, right? Because you can put on night vision mode. So there's a lot. I would say that's pretty good like that. Now, do we leave it like that? Is there anything that stands out to you guys that we should move around? Move the lighter? Do you want the lighter to A? You think that the lighter goes up here? Move sanity pills down? The sanity pills keep you from... It keeps you from being hunted. It prevents you from being hunted. right? It keeps your sanity up. Thermos B at least tells you where the ghost room is once a breaker's on, freezing temps or not. I mean, true, but I never used the thermometer, and I have absolutely no problem with finding the ghost room. So the usefulness of it, like, it's a nice to have. These right here, like in the C category, are nice to haves. They're nice to haves, but they're not like required. I'll put the flashlight down. I never use them. See, Sunny Frog says you move the flashlight down. If you work fast enough, you wouldn't even need sanity pills. I mean, but that's true. But I mean, like, the same thing could be said for the smudge sticks. The same thing could be said for the crucifixes. Swap head camera and the motion sensor. No, motion sensors motion sensors don't really tell you much of anything. Never used a head-mounted camera. I mean, it depends on if you're playing with people, though. You think that it's a good source because it's the best source of light, so the camera or the that stays up there? I mean, I feel like it's pretty good. I would move maybe the lighters down to a B, right? Just because they're situational. Because I might not need to use the smudge sticks. I might not need to use the candles. So in that case, I would never use the lighters. They're really good to have if you have them, right? Are they required? No. I would say this. I would say that this is my final list. Salt for B. Salt. I mean, like, salt helps you to get photos, so it helps you to fill out your book. It can help you to identify the ghost. It can help you to identify the ghost room. Let's say, for instance, you don't know where the ghost is. You can put down a salt pile in each room, kind of in an area, and it'll help you to determine, right, if the ghost is walking through there or not, or if it's a wraith. You know, get those extra photos to fill out the book. So it's a nice situational thing, just like a UV light. It's a nice situational thing. You don't need a UV light in order to get it, because I can take a photo camera and we can get the same thing, right? I could take a camera, an EMF reader, and a photo camera, and I could tell you what the ghost is. That without missing a beat. My God, do it? I'll do it. You think I won't do it? I'll do it, chat. I'll do it.
Construct dares you to do a nightmare large map with only your S tier items.
All right, let's do it. All right, chat. So, looks like this is going to turn into a part 2 kind of video. All right. Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys agree with this placement. And if you made it this far into the video, if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing as well. But it looks like Chad has just thrown down a gauntlet saying that I cannot figure out the ghost with only the S tier items up top, right? Which means that I'm not even going to be able to use the smudge sticks because our lighter isn't up on the S tier. So all I got is a flashlight, a photo camera, sanity pills, and a video camera. Will I be able to succeed? I don't know. Tune in next time. I'll see you guys later.